Hi there, I'm Lisa Dean from Over 50, Getting Younger. And in this video, I want to tell you about what the kidney problems are about as far as how the mind creates the body problem. And this is the free stuff before we actually get into the real information that I give in my program. I'm getting the information from Louise L. Hay, who has a best-selling book that a lot of people know about called You Can Heal Your Life. And in it, she explains all sorts of things about how we create the conditions in our body by the thoughts that we have. So with kidney problems, we have the mindset that manifests problems in the kidney. And that becomes from the vibrations and the effect it has on the spiritual body and that sort of thing. So what she says is the condition is caused by these kinds of thoughts or thought patterns. Criticism, disappointment, failure, shame, and reacting like a little kid. So it's important never to take these as a critical thing, because the first step to growth, a really big thing that happened for me when I was doing a self-evolvement course, was somehow I got it that it's okay that I've got all these messed up stuff, right? So when you actually are able to forgive yourself for these kind of patterns and take it, when you can sort of realize it's okay, because we've all got them, and it's not to criticize or blame or be ashamed of our patterns. Okay, once you get that, it becomes possible to own them, as opposed to being in denial. So while we're in denial, we're pushing it away and we're not actually fixing the problem. So that's why it's really important. And it's a big thing to realise that and love yourself enough that it's all right that you're effed up human being, okay? So for kidney problems, what she's saying is these are the kinds of patterns. Criticism, so that means criticising somebody. Disappointment, that means being disappointed in somebody. Failure, disappointment perhaps in financial or project that hasn't worked out. Shame. For me, shame is a very childhood thing, because I learned to be ashamed when I was a little girl. And reacting like a little kid, that suggests the same, because if you're reacting like a little kid, it's because you are in your child's been activated. And why has your child been activated? Because of some trauma that happened in your childhood that's triggered a response. So your child is coming out, whereas when we are in better control of our lives, the adult looks after the little kid inside. So the adult can say, it's okay, I can handle this. And you talk to the inner child inside you. I can handle this. If we take a kind of break, and coast and get outside our body and let the child respond, what the little child might be doing is throwing a tantrum and feeling ashamed and feeling angry and just acting sort of a bit, childlike, childish. Kidney problems, chronic complaining, justifying, fault finding to please yourself, feeling bad. And it seems to me one of the things about this kind of pattern is that it's possible that we have the wrong person in our life, or have had the wrong person in our life, because that's why we're making a lot of complaints about them. Or on the flip side, it could be said that we don't love ourselves enough and we don't love them enough in order to accept them the way they are and give them their freedom, etc. So there are the two ways of looking at that, and that's all stuff that we can talk about and you can look at for yourself. But the important thing are the affirmations, which can create the change. And here are the affirmations. Divine right action is always taking place in my life. Only good comes from each experience. It is safe to grow up. I'll say that again because this is the real important stuff, isn't it? Divine right action is always taking place in my life. Only good comes from each experience. It is safe to grow up. And she has two lots of notes for some reason, so here's the other one. I choose to live through the open space in my heart. I look for love and find it everywhere. I choose to live through the open space in my heart. I look for love and find it everywhere. So that's the kidney problems. Those are the mindsets. Those are the challenges. That's the change that needs to occur in order to make it easy for your body to clear your kidney stones. I hope you like it. We're over 50, getting younger. Love.